What's up? This your man Dre Mac. In this video, this is a clip from me being on a radio station 100.1 in Kansas City with the Lunch Squad. Shout out to them. But this is a conversation about Recast T'Challa that I guarantee you don't want to miss. Recast versus anti-recast. Check this out. I think you'll love it. But the real question is... Those guys are very smart, but T'Challa's probably the smartest.
Really?
He's the smartest.
Over Iron Man, over Bruce?
The man came in and dismantled the whole Fantastic Four in their own comic book when he got introduced. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you.
So I wanted, because you did. I remember a few years ago. Obviously, rest in heaven, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
But when that happened,
yeah,
and obviously, Marvel was planning on Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
Which of course we know as Wakanda Forever now.
Yeah.
I remember you came out and said something because obviously the whole thing at that time, fan wise, what people were thinking, do you recast the character?
Yeah.
Because we all know Chadwick made that character, right? Chadwick brought something to that character that we can't envision anybody else bringing, right? So it was like, do you recast that character and the character, the legacy of that character live on through the movies, or do you do what they ended up doing and kill the character off?
I want to put it more like this. I just watched a movie with 3 Spider-Man in it, right? 3 different Spider-Man. I just watched another movie with you know what I mean? But I also watched another movie. You had 3 legacy Batmans in it.
Yep,
so when you have a character like T'Challa, which you can't make the character and the actor synonymous, because if that's the case,
you talking about the Flash movie?
Yeah, the Flash movie. And they brought up.
It was the third one.
Exactly. And they did the worst thing they could have ever done was do a CGI version of Christopher Reeves, who's been gone since 95.
Yeah. But how else do you bring that character in?
But see, this is the way you do it. So for one, recast T'Challa. That's number one, because
why?
This is
CGI.
Well, not even CGI. This is what they could have done. The man could have went out on a galactic tour. He could have been somewhere else. I mean, in the comics, Ta-Nehisi Coates had the Galactic Empire, but this is a character who was made for us during the heights of the Civil Rights Movement. Okay. So Jack Kirby came out and said there was no characters. I had black readers, but I didn't have any characters that actually had that they could
just
come to.
Is he the first black?
He's the first black mainstream comic book character in history.
Really?
They had there's comics that was called All Negro comics. They came out in 1940s, but we're talking about the mainstream was T'Challa.
Okay.
And then after that, Jon Stewart, Falcon, all of these other guys came after that, but he is the OG original.
That's dope. So you said recast.
Yeah, but you didn't have to do it directly in that movie. What you could have did was he could have been somewhere else. Right. We didn't see Thor in space.
We see the variants then.
Yeah, you got a variant. But even besides the variant, you don't kill off a character that was made for black people, for black history. He's literally Black history. It
sounds like you're saying it's a conspiracy.
Well, I did a video. I will put it like this. I did a video in 2018 after the success of the Black Panther movie. Mm-hmm. $1.5 billion would make you want to change how much you're getting paid. Yeah. So Chadwick came up and said, "Hey, I think I need a pay raise." Right. They told him, "Go ahead, go on back there."
Robert Downey Jr. just got one.
Exactly. They told him, "Hey,
Have you seen those numbers
for him?"
Man,
I seen.
Crazy.
I don't remember exactly what they were, but I seen them.
Crazy.
But he was Marvel. I mean, he was the MCU. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I mean, we can talk about this later, but whatever. But real quick, I think the MCU then fell off since they killed off Iron Man. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a lot that didn't went off. It's a lot that didn't went off.
Yeah. But I mean, to Lou's point though, you said you think it's conspiracy. But I mean, like, nobody could have predicted Chadwick.
Well, I mean,
but CGI, y'all. Like, CGI is a
Not even.
What I'm saying is, you can do a whole movie with Chadwick Boseman in it with CGI.
I mean,
but his family didn't want to do that. His brother came out and said, "I'd rather the role be recast, because then when you pigeon, because you don't pigeonhole
characters that are white characters. They don't pigeonhole those characters. There have been plenty of James Bond, plenty of Superman, plenty of Spider-Man, plenty of Batman, all these other characters. So when you synonymously make that actor and that character one person and say, oh well, nobody could ever do that, that's telling the general audience that no other black character can even go the length of what this guy did. Right. You know what I mean?
I will push back and say those brands that you just brought up, they have history, so you can cast other people.
Well,
Black Panther is so brand new.
It's not brand new.
No, to us it is.
To the
film.
On film. So the only way that you can keep that character going is to recast. Because if you don't have a legacy,
when you say on film, most of these characters are just like this.
But they've had history on their brand. So James Bond.
But that's what he was saying, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you had a character since the 1960s who just now got into film in the 2015 Civil War movie. So the way that you keep that character going is to recast and continue to make movies with the character. The actor George Clooney, who's the other guy? Val Kilmer, Michael Keaton.
So what I'm saying is
all of these characters.
So there were
exactly. You see what I mean?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is there's a history to those people
exactly.
in that character.
Exactly.
T'Challa was only about a 5-year good run,
and that's the problem.
And so what I'm saying is to us as a black community, he's new because we've never this is what we've had. We've had Meteor Man, and I love Meteor Man. But what I'm saying is, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I love
exactly.
The Golden Lords.
Exactly. You forgot about that.
I did forget about
so what I'm trying to say is that us as a community, we don't have Spider-Mans and Batmans and Supermans. We have Black Panther. So what I'm just saying is that we needed. I feel like in our community, we needed probably like another 3 years of seeing Chadwick Boseman in that role to transition to another.
Well, you did. You had 5. You had Civil War to Endgame. That's 4 years.
No, I'm
that's
saying
5.
Another on top of.
But even with his unfortunate death,
right.
You know what I mean? In R.P. Chadwick, and it is not being disrespectful to him, but the character cannot be synonymous, because if that's the case, they wouldn't have recast Dumbledore after the dude died in the middle of the movie, and then the very next movie, it was somebody else. Right. You see what I mean? Yeah. And they did the same thing, and I give you a prime example of this. They did the same thing with Thunderbolt Ross. Thunderbolt Ross got recast, you know what I mean? After William Hurt died, what did he die of? Cancer. Yeah. There's no tribute. There's no funeral. They immediately recast because they say he's very important to the MCU. Right. But the King of Wakanda is not. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'll feel you.
So it's a conspiracy.
So hold on. Let me get to this before. So in 2018, Chadwick Boseman asked for a raise. Mm-hmm. Right. Right after that, there was reports that they were going to try to make Shuri the Black Panther in 2018. Got a whole video on it, breaking down the news stories and everything. Before he passed. So that automatically tell you.
But in hindsight, in the pushback, what numbers did Shuri did?
Well, not the numbers.
So this Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever hit 800 million.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But excuse me. No, that was total. Domestic. But a lot of that wasn't domestic. It was only 600 million domestically. Okay. And then you have to factor in the marketing, which again, you don't market this man's death as a selling point for your movie. Right. Because the first 20 minutes I didn't even pay attention to it. Right. I'm too busy crying because I'm thinking about what they did. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Not for you. So we'll get to some more comic book stuff later on the show. That's the whole first segment. I ain't got nothing to say.
That's the best show ever. That's right up my alley.
All right, guys. So what did you think? Recast or opt to not recast? There was a lot of good points in there, but I want you guys to tell me in the comment section what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never, ever, ever miss one of my videos. Till next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and bye-bye, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day.